Democrat Abigail Spanberger has defeated Republican Winsome Earle-Sears to become the first woman to serve as governor of Virginia. Thanks for joining us here on the CBS 6 News at Noon. I'm Rob Cardwell. Spanberger's victory is seen as a key win for Democrats heading into the 2026 midterm elections. Our Cameron Thompson was at Spanberger's watch party last night as she delivered her victory speech, and he shares her message to Virginians.
And Governor-elect Abigail Spanberger reflecting on the historic nature of her win, but also saying that it sends a message to the world that Virginians are choosing pragmatism over partisanship and promises to be a governor for all Virginians. She celebrated the campaign win with hundreds of supporters at the Greater Richmond Convention Center last night, thanking them for helping her campaign get across the finish line. Also thanking her family who were on stage with her and in the audience as well. Also thanking her opponent, Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earle-Sears, for a hard-fought race. She says that when she becomes the 75th governor of Virginia, she'll focus on a wide array of issues, including affordable housing, energy prices, growing the economy, and supporting law enforcement. In her concession speech, Sears thanked God, her family, and supporters, and said if Spanberger governs as the moderate she campaigned as, she will heal the divide and win their support. First, you're going to hear from Sears, followed by comments made by Spanberger.
Let us come together tonight as Virginians with goodwill in our hearts, filled with the hope that comes with the new day. We must pray for Abigail. We must pray for our government. You are the government of the people, by the people, and for the people.
I know we're living in a time filled with chaos. We live in a time marked by uncertainty, and along the way, we do our best to try and explain it to our kids. I know the list of challenges that we are facing is long, but I also know that the only way we're going to solve these problems is by tackling them together.
Spanberger also saying that Virginia is a commonwealth for a reason and that during tough times, people unite and come together. She says this is one of those times, and now is the time to show the world what they are made of. At the state capitol, Cameron Thompson, CBS 6 News.
Well, this morning, Governor Glenn Youngkin shared his response to Spanberger's win, and House Speaker Don Scott is reacting to state Democrats flipping 13 seats in the House of Delegates for a 64-seat majority. Our Brendan King joins us live now from the state capitol with those details. Brendan.
Governor Youngkin was asked if the big win by Democrats last night was a repudiation of President Donald Trump's DOGE cuts and the firing of federal workers here in Virginia. He didn't directly answer the question, but instead he blamed the ongoing government shutdown.
People are going without paychecks. They're worried about mortgages and rent. They're worried about how they're going to feed their families. The challenge of this government shutdown is real. And I am incredibly understanding of that challenge for all Virginians. And I think it caused quite a turnout yesterday.
In the Patrick Henry building this morning, the term-limited Republican first congratulated Governor-elect Abigail Spanberger on her win last night. He also thanked the 3 Republicans who ran, and he also touted his own accomplishments over the last 4 years, including enacting a cell phone-free education, the new VENA program that helps SNAP recipients, attracted new companies to invest, and said Virginia is safer under his administration. He added that they will finish strong over the next 10 weeks. An hour and a half later in the GA building, Virginia House Speaker Don Scott held his own press conference with campaign's chair Delegate Dan Helmer. Speaker Scott said grassroots fundraising and enthusiasm powered their victory. He said his party focused on issues that Virginians actually care about, including lowering the cost of housing and health care, protecting abortion rights and marriage equality. Last night, the Dems flipped 13 seats, including 4 here in the Richmond region, and now the party is expected to hold 64 seats, the Republicans' 36 seats.
This is what a mandate looks like. We even ran ahead of the top of the ticket in a number of seats, demonstrating the strength of our campaigns. This is the largest Democratic majority we've won in more than 3 decades, 1987. Half my caucus wasn't born there. Remember, Donald Trump said on day 1 that he would lower the price of things. He would lower the price of goods. He'd lower the rate, lower inflation. Everything has gone up.
All right, so what's next? Governor Youngkin added in his speech that his administration will support Spanberger and her team in their transition to the governor's mansion. And in his words, so Spanberger can hit the ground running. At the state capitol, I'm Brendan King, CBS 6 News.
Thank you, Brendan. The Associated Press is reporting that Democrat Jay Jones has won the race for Attorney General, 53% to 47%. That's according to the state's unofficial results. Jones overcame a controversial text message scandal to win over incumbent Republican Jason Miyares. Miyares conceded in a speech to supporters at his watch party event in Virginia Beach.
The people of Virginia do not want an extreme agenda. They do not want a government that divides us. They do not want a partisan radical approach out of the people they are sending to Richmond. They want both parties to work together.
Together we stand firm against the people who would take us backward. We will use tonight as a springboard to reject the politics of divisiveness and division. And we will build a brighter future for every single Virginian.
Republican John Reed conceded the lieutenant governor's race to Democrat Ghazala Hashmi. Reed made history as the first openly gay Republican to seek high office in Virginia. He started his campaign nearly 300 days ago without his party's original endorsement and significantly less campaign funding than his opponent. Reed says he took advice from former Democratic Governor Doug Wilder and canvassed the entire state to listen to voters' concerns.
Standing my ground, I really wasn't sure who would hold that line with me. The answer was something I would never have expected. We had a movement that swelled all across the Commonwealth, from the grassroots activists within this party and the people of the Commonwealth of Virginia, and I will never forget it. Thank you.
My own journey from a young child landing at the airport in Savannah to now being elected as the first Muslim woman to achieve statewide office.
And that was Hashmi speaking from the Spanberger watch party at the Richmond Convention Center. Reed also congratulated Abigail Spanberger on her win, calling it a historic moment for all Virginians. And now that the election results are out, we want to hear the reaction from Virginians. CBS 6 photojournalist Miles Black talked with several voters this morning. Take a listen.
I just think we've gotten away from the values and the reason we even do this. And it's all more about what shocking thing that they can make out of the other candidate at this point. But I do believe that the best candidate came out on top. I voted for Spanberger back when she ran for the House, and I was happy to vote for her again this time.
I knew the Democrats would win just because you got Northern Virginia up there. So, I mean, it's a go. But I'm very disappointed because I'm not looking forward to a sanctuary state.
The people spoke with how they felt, and it just goes to say on whichever side that you're on, your voting matters, your voting counts. And the fact that what's happening or how people are feeling, they are answering, and they are answering quickly.
And you can find all of our coverage on the 2025 Virginia elections on our free CBS 6 News app or by logging onto our website at WTVR.com.